For many years, my dreams were mysterious fantasies. They just come up and melt away into thin air until one day in Asmara, Eritrea.
I would like to welcome you to Eritrea. Asmara was also included in the UNESCO World Heritage List. This makes it one of the attractive tourist destinations in the world. Apart from now, what we have to say is the people. The people are the greatest asset of the country. Eritrea is composed of 9 ethnic groups, and all of them live in harmony and cooperation for so many years. For centuries on end, these people have been living. The people are hospitable, friendliest, and they love to see guests. There is no harassment, there is no theft, and it's the most safest country on earth, I can say proudly. So people are an asset, and these people are welcoming nature. As we know, culture matters, and this is also one of the greatest assets that the Eritrea can do with. You have told me that you want to see Massawa. Sure, you can see Massawa.
In my dream, then comes a travel that will be unforgettable moments in my life ahead. A scent, a sound, a scene, a glimpse of Massawa.
Going to Massawa, there are two ways. One is through the green belt, and another is through the Nefasies. I am quite sure that, I'm quite certain that your travels, your exploration to Massawa will be memorable, that you will never forget it in your life. You will find it surprising to know that the Sahaba Mosque is the first mosque in the world. When the disciples of Prophet Muhammad, may his name be honored, came to Massawa, they built the first mosque in Eritrea, and that is Massawa. A very famous Italian writer in 1972 by the name Oscar Rampone say about Massawa. Massawa Massawa, white and blue. I never get tired whenever I write with you. This is the classics of Massawa.
With this finest dreaming, I call to Leo rental car in order to visit Massawa. Next day, I see my driver and got down with my luggage and started going through the Asmara Karan road. Just after a few minutes, my driver's discipline in driving is adding color to keep on going. As I'm leaving Asmara, smell of hope and confidence is resurrecting. It's real. I'm surprised because my dreams and reality almost came true. Little by little, with the wisdom of personal observation, I realize now that one has to live the life within a culture to fully comprehend its perceived mysteries. While traveling, the sky is deeply blue and cloudless. When I first reach the suburbs of Asmara, I'm looking at polychromic environment in which it increases my confidence to introduce myself with something active and energetic feeling of natural medicine, feeding fresh air and observing beautiful landscapes with fabulous natural scenery of Eritrean land of peace and stability. Since the car and the driver had matched with my mood, I deeply decided to find the real commonalities. I should correlate between what I imagine and what I would get in the way things look. After a few kilometers, I stop and watch a big painting on the road that gives to the body and the soul all the beauty and all perfection of which they are capable. In fact, it is painted by an Eritrean artist, Habtom Mahret Ab, who painted it to show how Eritrean women fought to make my travel as the finest human quality, which goes on in life with the inclination of sweetening, enriching, and perfecting myself. It is an amazing painting. He was one of the greatest mentors to make Eritrea become registered in the genius of records through the longest painting in the world. With different imagination, I read flashback stories to bear a good witness of Eritrean women's struggle in the liberation of Eritrea and its going development trends.
حجي دحري 4 عامات ኣብዚ ቦታ እዚ መጥአ እዚ ቦታ እዚ ክሪኦ ከለኹ እዚ ጠልም እዚ ጽቡቕ ናይ ግመ እንታይ ሽንታትን ክሪኦ ከለኹ ዝስምዓኒ ብዙሕ ተዘክሮታት ኣለ ንሱ እንታይ እዩ ዝገደፍኩም ስዋእት ይዝክር ዘሕለፍናዮ ፅንኩር ኩነታት ይዝክር ዝነበረ ጥሜትን ድኻምን ይዝክር ልዕሊ ኩሉ ካኣቶም ኣብኡ ዝገደፍናዮም ስዋእት ይዝክር ማለት እዩ
course after refuge. Okay. How is it like? Oh, how much is that? Okay. How much is it like? نايبة حقي؟ Okay. نفع تريد. كل عاد مهاي. أسد حمش. برافو أتلي برافو. Nice to meet you. شكرا. Okay. سلام من قدي. سلام.
Holding this experience, I keep going to green belt of Eritrea, which we usually call Saminaw Bahari through Saraja'a. As I travel 24 kilometers, I start in experiencing beautiful grass in the meadows, trees on the hills, clouds in the sky, and seeing things in different ways. This becomes evidence to my uniqueness. Historically speaking, I realized why Egyptians called this area a land of Punt, or a land of God, because this place is really the gate of beauty, greatness, and passion place to learn willingness. On my way, I love simplicity and visible diversities, and reflect that the pleasant and calming smell of coffee ceremonies, and I can imagine how fascinating it must have been chatting and singing.
Quite comfortable, and the people here are very friendly, frankly speaking. And yeah, I just been here for like a few weeks, but I really like here. Yeah, thank you.
Sing a song. You can sing Sabina.
Saba Sabina, Sabu Sabina, Ane Ane ye, Misa Hey Number, Sabu Sabina. Okay, 그야니래.
ንምንታይ እዩ ቱሪዝም ኣብ ወላ እቲ ዝተወስከ ነገር ቻይና ካብ ሓደ ኣብነት ኣምፂኻ ቻይናውያን እንታይ እዮም ዝገብሩ ስለምንታይ እዮም ቦታታት ዝብሉኻ ኣብ በፂሖም ዝመፁ ሰባት ክትሪኦም ከለኻ ዋው ፅሕፈላ ዝነበረ ብርዓ ከይተረፈ ወይ ኮፍ ዝብለሎ ዝነበረ ጣውላ ከይተረፈ ኣብቲ ቦቱ ተዓቂቡ እዚ ከዓ ነቲ ናቶም ታሪክ ነቲ ናቶም ከመይ ኢሎም ከም ዝዓበዩ ምርኣይ ብዓይኒ ታሪክ እንድሕር መፂና ከዓ እዚ ከዓ ታሪካዊ ቦታ እዩ ወራስ ኣብዚ ተዓኺቡ ካብዚ ዓኺኹ ናብቲ ዝለዓለ ደረጃ በፂሑ ከምኡ ስለዝኾነ ነዞም ዜጋታት ካብ መጀመርታ ክትፍቶም ክትገል ኣለካ ድሕሪኻ ንካልኦት ክትፈልጥ ክትገል ኣለካ
As I move on, I stop by a recreational area called Sabur.
ክትነብረሉ ጥራይ እዚ ስራሕ ሃልዩካ ጥራይ ደይኮነስ ዋላ ክትነብረሉ ጥራይ ከመን ዓብዩ ሕክምና ይደልኒኻ ካልእ ሽግር የብልካን ካልእ ትሰምዖ ሕማቕ ነገር የለን ሕማቕ ንፋስ የብሉን ኣዝዩ ናይ ጥዕና ቦታ እዩ
In Medhanit, I stay enjoying with monkeys and apes and so dense forest station that attracts one to stay long and feel belongingness. In Filfil, I'm inundated with cheerful smiles, glowing eyes, and worried forehead. The way the tourists extended their hands gracefully towards anyone, especially I bear witness how tourists spare time with their family.
اللي يريد اللي معناها في السلمونة كمعنات دائما يبقى كارنا نمبر ديكور حدنا خمسة اللي هنا ديكور اللي هنا لا تقول له الهواء تقول لنا يبقى خارجي هلان خارج معناها ريبريزنتيشن دوري ديت للنمبر دي نصير لكن ريبريزنتيشن بالسيام لنا احنا اللي عندنا لا قلت معبلنا حاجه احنا نوصلنا امرار يا ما احنا لكن لي رواق اللي روانا علمي معناها كم سلة قلب حالب الحالة دي بيقول لي انت بنا مثلا كم سلة ناي سمينتو ده كف مقبل بيقول لك بابي
هذه نحن بدينا العام الماضي وهذه السنة الثانية والله يا أخي نحن هذه تجربة بديناها من السنة اللي فاتت وهذه السنة دي صراحة نحن اكتسبنا منها خبرة وتعودنا على الجو هذا الجو السمح الجميل وكذلك معناها هناك ترابط أسري حيث معناها أننا شكلنا مثلا صداقات مع بعض الأصدقاء مع بعض الإخوان في ناس ما كنا نعرفهم كنا نشوفهم في الشارع نسلم عليهم، لكن لما جينا هنا وجلسنا مع بعض كونا صداقات جديدة والتقينا بناس أحبة لنا. فهذه صراحة خبرة جيدة في خلال هذه السنتين اللي فاتت.
جاءنا بصوم تريحة وعلم، صوم تريحة وعلم، مشيت صبوا بدانا نملس.
In Salamuna and Gahtelai, I experienced 3 seasons in 2 hours, naturally gifted, and a pleasant sound of peace and free land with a flute on a lonely wilderness. Taking Massawa Massawa road, I manifested in my choice of decision to pay my travel to Massawa with clarity of expression and articulation. Really a right choice, because as I reached the Gorgusum beach in the afternoon, with its sea waves and tides and good atmosphere, I wind my horizon extra milestones in my life. The way I swim in the sea gives me special pace in my success story. As I walk along the beach, I keep my toes pointing straight ahead, holding my head erected, chest high and stomach in. While walking, I never hold my hands stiff, swinging them in a normal way.
بجد بتعمل صبونير نفاس كمان تعمله أب عمد كل جزء حنسات نهجرنا نمت نريون حجوس درانا ركب هزبنا سلازي of course صبويو ولا أبو تولينا كل جزء إرتراويان مخانا ما يرسعني إرتراويان مخانا ما يرسعني عندنا شودن شودنا ودخاوي نرويجا ودخان حيلك أيكون أنا إرتراوي دي ولا تقون قهوة بزحي خالله عدهم فوتو يخرعوا خا بعدهم سبيشال بناشتهم كلهم دحيس كام مصوينكا تي بحالهم قنقوم نخير سعوس حجزون
بتعمل طبق بتعمل طبق اذا له ولا تويزر ولا بحري كلمه بتعمل طبق غيرنا نستمع عرف كل جزء خاب عملت كل جزء خمسه بس مره زمت كمت كل سب دسله
عدهم كمهانم يفلطوا زرقها خالا يتفاكاني دحر أبعد خامتها من النتك نحر فليتك نعخم صبو بدك خام صبو ساتم كابي كم زماتو فلتوا أتي نحنا زلنا ناي تفترو كستايخن قبرو لنا كنرئي لنا نتهم إريتراوين أبدأ من تانك سحبهم تم كل ناي تفضلوا ناي بحري خوينو ناي عسا خوينو ناي كالوت أنيمالز دلون تايكن دلنا ندحر فليتنا نعنم صبو نتعدن صبو كم يجرنا خمنا ما حدا درون فتو كم زي أي ركبني حجي كم بس حجي دلو بردي دلو أبغى زها هتعبد أبزقن ثلاثة خندي 3 بيتن سنة روعتن معلتي صحي زلو كم غيركا توريست غيركا اندحر سحب كايو إذا بزح كستايك قبرلكا سحبلكا سبخ إلي تبحري تجوبتها زمت أنا كاب كلتا ساعات سي قبل علي نيرنا دحر كلتا ساعات we're almost below this sea level كميل كا هجسو تتريستيل كا دحر كستاي غيركايو زصب تعمي صبوي اب بزح سبوتاتات يلن كبو دحر كلتا ساعات كاب سي ليفل ناب هاي ليفل كميل كا تخدل بوتا بزح فللي الله مهناتو كم عينها غيركا تريو يلن right and دحر the information حجخ قدم ممصاي انا بزح research ገረ አንታይ ቦታ خنري ገለ the information بزح updated አይኮነን حجو كل ما انت update ክትገብሮ the information ዝጸበቀ ምክንያቱ ሕጂ كل ሰብ ኢንተርኔት ገይሩ ዩቲዩብ እቲ information ዝረክቦ so ab lonely planet ኮይኑ ኣብ ገለ ኮይኑ ኣብ ኢንተርኔት كل ما انت እቲ update ክትገብሮ ለካ information
in the morning Gorgusum Beach is so calm and I have choices to swim as I wish as I like because the sea is the wisest sea to help me get brightness to my complexion and a sparkle into my eyes. It is so safe to meet my demands too. Driving in the streets of Massawa, I remember gentle and romantic notions to have with the Art Deco in bold in the sea's mild climate and historic evidence. To savor what beauty it has, I walk around downtown of Massawa. This area is so romantic and full of people staying to do with relaxation, and then I move myself to Salam restaurant, where I can entertain my journey with a depth knowledge of fish dishes. In the restaurant, fish is a particular dish which has a savior fare. They make fresh fish dishes. Fortunately, I got to the kitchen and observed how they prepare the unique fish dishes for myself. I also make practices of it, and it's a gorgeous experience. Next day, I encountered tour guides to take me to Isola Verde, Sheikh Said, or Green Island. According to my tour guides, I woke up early in the morning before sea tides move away. As they told me I did, they prepared 2 special boats in a respectful manner. I got on a special seat where I can see the sea-holy peninsula of Massawa. As I travel, I communicate with my tour guides properly with a spirit of love, kindness, hopefulness, generosity, cheerfulness, punctuality, accuracy, simplicity, and a courteous behavior. As we go to the island, I am enchanting upon seeing the ships and boats in the sea. Of course, they evoke romance, nostalgia, and historic memories. What charming ships and boats we have. The sea is so safe, calm, and the tour guides are very qualified in the way they want to show me. They flex the tour gently by the sea, looking dreamy and longing for the solitude of the sunset at the sea for endless immensity of its existence. They are as graceful as blue gold. In today's journey, I sail in search of romance and adventure, and so make history. My expedition not only opens new outlook in the sea, but also it leaves behind illustrated travelogues full of exotic flora and fauna and information about the fabulous inhabitants of the deepest beauties of the sea. Of my sea journey, I shout as I see dolphins popping out of the sea. I again stare at it, trying to behold one last stare. As I land in Green Island, I directly start asking for some information about the island and its beauty. I see it so calm and charming. Its sand is so clean, and then with the help of my tour guide, I move towards the mosque and then enter into the mangrove forest, in which I observe mangrove neutralizes the heat temperature, and so interesting to enjoy with the muddy journey with feeling coolness, excitement, and eagerness. In Green Island, I get an opportunity to prepare fish accompanying with low-frequency hummingbirds. It's a marvelous experience to scrutinize the elaborate traditional fish dishes. It is a good departure after the sandalwood. This is one of the best tools that instigated depth of knowledge. Particularly when I drive into the sea, I watch the beauty of oceanography of the Red Sea, decorated with pearls of corals, fish, and pure naturality. With this travel, I understand how I became who I am, and I know now how I will be who I want to be. This is through perfect practices on perfect destinations. I appreciate my heroic decision to do this travel, that I honor each step I take to fulfill my self-actualization goal. Having such neutrals, I cherish and love with our parents and families that would be brought up according to internal heritage, inclusiveness. This travel is one of the exchanges of cultural ideas and traditions to interact in a four-dimensional way. Being a woman with this kind of experience and knowledge is so important to be as free as possible. Of course, having such trip can add great gestures of love, tenderness, affinity, passion, endurance, and sacrifice to tackle trails, hardship, hurts, and pain. Visiting Massawa, I cherish kindness, patience, forbiddance, gentleness, and charity frequently. I understand that Massawa as a home is more than the four-dimensional walls, the roof, and the slippery floor. Massawa as a home is a safe place where children are raised with beautiful thoughts, strong mind, lovely character, and beholding nature in its finest. With Massawa, the most important experience I savor much from this travel is the geography of freedom and liberty. Being in Eritrea is being a member of this hard-won freedom and its market of tourism and investment, because the position I am in is the result of giving freedom and liberty to learn and get enlightened and celebrate the values of freedom in the way it should be. That is what Massawa is, and that is what 24 May is.
جميلة جدا، لكن بس التلال والجبال ومن حيث الطبيعة حاجة جميلة يعني إن شاء الله.
جينا البلد دي على حسب كلام الناس، فعلا لقينا كلام الناس يعني بسيط عليه. طبيعة حلوة، الدنيا كلها خضرة، طبيعة الناس وطيبتهم أحلى من الطبيعة.
متقنة نلقى الطبيعة دي حلوة يعني الجبال براها تلقى ربانات.
cause is being an Eritrean with its opportunities and rebuilding challenges. On 24 May, the flag of freedom and challenge came into force and changed my life to be equal in the world. That time, I am fully endowed with the grace of human dignity. I get an opportunity to sail in the Red Sea with liberation and full confidence, because of which I have gained countless lessons of life that envisions bright ways to go from apprentice to actress to unimaginable destiny to be. Of course, that day is the day where I can plan what to do. In the day, today I start. On this momentous time of dignity, I would like to honor and thank those fallen heroes and heroines who made my freedom come true, and those dignified citizens who are keeping it. As I come back from finishing my trip, I said a positive travel is charming experience that conquers hearts to entrust me to live with this gorgeous and fabulous land of heroes and heroines. For that, I dully thank you for watching my social butterfly and watch what I do my way to give me plenty of materials for my artistic life, that you can do it perfectly more than I can.